Hello! Hello people of Facebook, YouTube and the wider internet. Recently I put a some live video up from a trip to an elephant sanctuary in Thailand. Now lots of people had questions about what kind of park it was, if they were rescue elephants or working elephants. I wanted to talk a little bit about the trip, where we went, how the elephants were treated. Firstly, the place we visited is called Elephant Nature Park. Yes, it is a sanctuary. The elephants there are basically rescued from various things, including the legal and illegal logging industry in Thailand or neighbouring countries, from tourism like elephant riding, please don't ride elephants, or even from being injured in the wild. For example, there was one that had trodden on a landmine and, you know, half of its foot was missing. The elephants are treated very well. If you go there, you might see that it's sometimes a little too, you could say it was too well in points. They're basically allowed to run around all day and do what they like. There's only verbal encouragement and food offered to coerce them to do things. So it's very much the carrot and not the stick. There are no sticks with hooks on the end. Nobody's whipping them. Nobody's booting them. The staff and guides genuinely seem to care a great deal about them. Now they have various tour packages for a half day, a full day, multi-day. I think you can even stay with them as a volunteer for the week, even though you pay for the privilege. We went on one of the cheaper packages and it was fine. We had a wonderful time with the animals, but it ended up being maybe 10-ish that we started with them, and then about 3 p.m. that we finished with them. Everything was really hassle-free. I paid a deposit to book online. I booked in advance, do book in advance because they can get incredibly busy, depending on the package especially. Some of them are booked up months in advance. They picked us up early in the morning in a minivan, drove to the park north of Chiang Mai. On the bus they played a safety video which was presented bizarrely enough by Lou Carpenter from Neighbours. If you're Australian or English, that means something to you, and if you're American, I'm sorry, that will be lost on you. When we arrived, we were shown around and given our itinerary for the day. We spent various different hours feeding, bathing, and just observing the elephants doing what they want to do. Although it is a semi-enclosed park, there's fencing around the edges, it's obvious that the elephants pretty much roam freely inside of it. There were no hooks, sticks, prods or chains, as I said. There was no elephant torture or evidence of it. The most we saw in conflict was a small Thai man who was face to face with one of the animals. A little Thai man, multi-ton elephant, and he was arguing with it. It was face-to-face verbal arguing, and he was trying to convince the elephant to turn around and go the other direction. It was a pretty funny sight to see. The food they serve there, they do serve lunch included in the price, and it was amazing. It was the best buffet that I've seen served at a place in a long time. And it was all plant-based, so all vegan food. There must have been at least 20 to 30 different dishes for you to try, including fresh fruit, some raw food, cooked food. There's a whole mix. And it is wonderful to see an animal sanctuary that understands that if you love animals and care for them, you don't kill them and eat them. Absolutely recommended. Magical experience, being able to stand face to face with these magnificent creatures and being able to touch them, pet them, and feed them. It was really an amazing experience. Fully recommended. Time for a butt scratch. Oh yeah.